Hi, everybody. It's Craig and Arun back with your NBA Tuesday the 4th of November. You got 6, 7, 8 games tonight, so we're going to cover all of them for you. We've been covering them every day, so make sure if you haven't done so, hit that like and subscribe button to make sure you say thanks and tell everybody at YouTube you like us. Put in the comments what you like as well. If you like something, you like what we say, disagree, agree, or just like something different, put it in the comments to tell everybody. Give back to the community. Don't forget, if you want in on all of our top plays, right now, you can get them for NBA, NHL, 15% off, kickoff 1-5. I'm going to have a big play tonight in the NBA, probably 6 or 7 units. I'm in between that, so make sure you get in on that. I know IC will have a top play as well, NBA or NHL, so make sure you use that code. It's only good on between the two of us, but it's good all week long, so make sure you get in on it. Don't forget also about our premium levels here. This is YouTube Premium. Click the link to get in. If you get in on any of the levels, you get the level below it. So as you see, like you get the level 3, you get all, and this is all the extra plays. So parlays, props, sides, totals, both from all of us. Plus, we got some Doc Sports, other experts if you get the level 3. So make sure you get in on it. We'll give you tons of plays, and those are month prices, FYI. And last but not least, our football pass our plays will come out on Thursday, 2 for 1, both of us right here. That 50% code won't work on it because it's already 50% off, but docsports.com/Craig Arun. All right, that's all the housekeeping out of the way, so we can just give picks now. How about that? Bucks got a nice win last night, had to hold on late. They're underdog here at Toronto because they're in a back-to-back. Toronto's favored by 3.5, total 237.5. What do you like here?
Well, the Bucks beat them 122-116 last time in a game where, Toronto was there. Toronto was in that game. And then, of course, Milwaukee, they were tied going into the fourth quarter. Milwaukee then put up they outscored them by 6 points in the fourth. Milwaukee, of course, comes off a nice win against Indiana, and they have not lost back-to-back games this year. They are 5-2. They're actually playing quite well. Miles Turner and Trent Jr., Giannis and Green and Rollins and Anthony and Kuzma is kind of finding himself. Portis is taking less minutes. He's at around 15 minutes right now. Let me check something about Bobby Portis's age. Yeah, he's 30 years old now too. So, but he's still, sort of like that vocal leader on that team. Toronto, of course, comes out back-to-back big wins against Memphis and Cleveland. They're playing much better now. They weren't playing as well, but that's a pretty good team Toronto has. They got Murray Boyles back. They got Ingram and Barnes and Barrett and Quickly and Dick. And, they got some pretty decent guys there, too. I got to go with Toronto here. I like the fact that this team has revenge. I like the fact that Milwaukee, has the Bulls on deck, too. And Toronto just lost to them literally no more than, 5 games ago. And I'm going to back Toronto here on the money line or minus the 3.5. All right, Craig, Charlotte is a plus 1.5 point dog. You're bad when you're a dog to the Pelicans, who are winless, who are 0-6 coming into this game. So Charlotte is 3-4. They lost to the Pelicans last time. Charlotte beat Utah 126-103, but absolutely no respect for Charlotte. They beat Utah by 23. They only lost to, they had beaten Washington earlier this year. They're 3-4, and yet New Orleans. Maybe their coach is going to get fired. Maybe that's what this is about here. They lost a tough game to Oklahoma City. They played the Clippers pretty tough, but they've been getting blown out pretty consistently. Who do you like here?
Is Zion day to day? I'm guessing with the line where it is, they're expecting him to possibly play. I would wait till game time to bet this one. A lot of times I don't wait because I want to get the line as I see it. But I expect this one to means that Zion's going to play. If you think he's going to play, you're betting him like he's going to play, and all of a sudden he doesn't, then you're kind of upset. So I would wait. But I do think you take New Orleans. The odds makers are telling you here that New Orleans is going to get their first win. Sometimes you got to listen to the odds when a team's hasn't won a game, and it's not like they're a 1 point favorite. They're a 2.5 point favorite. And I see some even 1.5s out there, but they're 80% of the public's betting on them. I know that's the scary part of this game, but I still think the Pelicans find a way to win. Also think if Zion plays, I think the over would be a good play as well in this one. Next game, Sixers and the Bulls. Sixers have been better than I thought. I mean, Maxi's playing out of his mind right now. You got to think like he's one of the MVP candidates as they are playing right now, and the stats are what they are. Both these teams are 5-1 straight up and against the spread. Bulls favored by 1.5, total 239.5. What do you like here? I see.
Well, Phillies covered four in a row here. They beat Orlando. They beat Washington. They lost to Boston, but they did cover that game, and they beat Brooklyn. Chicago comes off a tough loss against the Knicks by 12. That was a game where they had revenge against the Knicks. I'm sorry, the Knicks had revenge against them, which is why they won. But they didn't play that bad at all. They still shot 48% from the field in a game in which the Knicks had revenge. Philly coming off that huge win, probably one of their biggest wins of the year by a margin. They beat them by 24 points. They have Cleveland on deck. I like the Bulls here off of a loss. I think the Bulls actually were playing quite well coming in. They had won, beaten the Pistons, the Magic, the Hawks, the Kings. Philly has looked a little suspect at times. I understand they beat Boston and they beat Charlotte, and Orlando, and Washington, but that Washington game was a little suspect. They did, of course, look great against Brooklyn. I think Chicago is going to be up for this game. I think Chicago is a good opportunity to take them on the money line here. I know it's pretty easy to think, oh, okay, Philadelphia has double revenge or whatnot, but Philly also comes off their biggest win of the year. And I like the fact that these Bulls come off of a loss. Remember, the Bulls that was their first loss of the year, and I think that'll keep them focused. And prior to that, these are wide margins they were winning. They had closed last year really well, too. People forget that they closed last year winning 3 of their last 4. They beat Miami, Washington, and Philadelphia. So if you kind of look at it, the Bulls have now won 8 of 10 dating back to last year. I'm going to take the Bulls here. Craig and I love doing videos for you every week. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you get all of our videos every single time when you post it, so you get the best lines. As soon as we post it, people jump on it. So if you want to get it as soon as we post it, like and subscribe. Craig, the Orlando Magic are favored by 3.5 here. No Trae Young. The Hawks did beat them earlier this year with Trae Young, 111-107. The Magic have looked a little bit better recently, beating Washington and Charlotte on the road. Atlanta, without Trae, beat Brooklyn and Indiana, but then turned around and lost to the Cavs and now come back home. Who do you like here?
I'm surprised Orlando wasn't a little bigger favorite without Trae Young. Like, I really was. I was hoping. I had this line at 4.5, and at 4.5, I was like, kind of like had Atlanta circled as a maybe play that was going to be a premium play for me. But at that 3.5 number, it definitely is not a premium play, and definitely would go to the total instead of this one. I think you take the under here. Atlanta's not going to be able to score as easy. Orlando is a very good defensive team. They are very long. Like, it seems like every player on their team has long arms, can switch, can play out. I think this is a underwritten all over it. I know most people think Atlanta Hawks games up and down. Well, that's when Trae Young's playing. I don't think that'll be the case in this matchup. Take the under 230 in this game.
Don't forget about that free $60 for new customers. Yes, you can get our absolute top plays for free if you're new. All you got to do is type into your URL, docsports.com/ICCT, as you see it on the screen. You'll get a free $60 to try us out. You can use it on anything on the website, including our top plays for the weekend. Good luck.
Second to last game we have for today, Phoenix at Golden State. Golden State, they're 3-0 at home, both straight up and against the spread. On the road, just have not played very well. Just the opposite. Phoenix, 0-3 on the road, 0-3 against the spread on the road. Golden State's big favorite for a reason. Golden State's favored by 10.5, total 231.5. What do you like here?
Yeah, I like the Warriors. Look, you have a Phoenix team that comes off their biggest win of the year, right? They beat the Spurs 130-118. That was a crazy game. Number one, they scored 130 points. Number two, they shot 58% from the field and 58% from three-point land. They've covered 3 in a row as well. Golden State comes off back-to-back losses to the Bucks and to the Pacers. So basically, they went 0-2 on this road trip. Now they come back home, the same place where they beat the Clippers by 19. They beat Memphis by 13. So it's not unreasonable for us to expect them to beat this team by double digits here. But that Indiana team that they lost to, they were favored by 11 in that game, Craig, and they ended up losing by 5. And they were favored by 7.5 over the Bucks on the road, and they ended up losing by 10. Put it together, I think you're going to get an angry Golden State team coming in here, and I'm going to back the Warriors minus the 10.5. Craig, Oklahoma City, you're going to finish this off here. Oklahoma City minus 4.5 point favorite here on the road. Keep in mind, Oklahoma City is this game comes in at 224.5 total. Oklahoma City's 7-0, and yet they're only a 4.5 point favorite. They have beaten this team the last 5 in a row. You have a team here, Oklahoma City, that dating back to last year, they have not lost a game in 8 straight games. They come off a huge win against the Pelicans. Do the Clippers really pull it off here? The Clippers maybe were looking ahead. They were 11-point chalk against New Orleans and only ended up winning by 2 points. Who do you like here?
80%. 80% is on the Thunder. Now, we mentioned that earlier. There was an 80%, and I was against it. But this is the one. This is the one when you're a home underdog. 80% have seen the Thunder. We remember them winning a championship. Remember the D team. Remember Jalen Williams is still out for this team, so it does hurt some of their ability. I mean, they're so deep. It's not like they're they're dying here, but it does. Like when you have one of the best players, all-stars in the league, it does matter. I think this is a get-right game for the Clippers. I think the Clippers at their age, every once in a while, it's like, like Tiger Woods would win, like a major every once in a while, even after his prime. That's kind of like how I feel like about the Clippers. Like, they're not beating great teams on a day in, day out major, but every once in a while they're going to sneak up. I think this is the game. I think they win outright, but I will take the points, the plus 4.5 here, as I go against the big public favorite of the Oklahoma City Thunder. So that's what we have for today. Don't forget, make sure you use that 15% off promo code. Get our top plays. I'm going to have a top play in the NBA tonight, so make sure you get on that kickoff 15. That'll save you 15% off. You can either buy the NBA pass for the week or the day. It's $30 for a day or $99 for a week. But it will not work on this because this is already 50% off. 2-for-1 football pass, docsports.com/Craig Arun. Get in on today. The plays will come out on Thursday at 6 p.m. You'll make sure you get the best lines when they come out for us. We're going to have a big week. I can feel it. And then don't forget, use this YouTube Premium or use this link below in the description to get this YouTube Premium. Level 3 gets you all 3 levels, but you can buy the 1 or 2 and get as you can read about exactly what you get as you go over there. All right, guys, have a great day. See you again tomorrow.